Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here for some more Are You Suspect test laddering, though I guess this is technically number 1 as well, because before we were laddering on the Are You Current Suspect current ladder, which they actually allowed Alomomola, and now we're laddering now we're now we're laddering on the Suspect test ladder without Alomomola. So I want to give a big shout out to my boy Eonx. I've been doing an RU discussion with him, and he passed me the Spikes hyper offensive team. Also, the Drop a Draco shirts and hoodies, the original ones, the original design that came out over a year ago, relaunched itself because enough people had emailed them saying they wanted it, and that's only available for 3 more days till Monday. This will be up on Saturday if I'm not mistaken, so if you want to pick one up, only have a couple days to do so. The link is down below, and yeah, just look for a battle. Also, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, I'd appreciate that. Twitter.com/JoeyPokeaim will be in the description. Oh, I love how my opponent has Spike stacking too, and Frogadier, which is really cool, and ridiculously threatening versus me. Holy crap! Why is my answer Flygon? He doesn't have a good Flygon answer though at all. Hey. So I actually just want to lead off with my Aselgor because I can get up a Spike. I also have HP Ice on my Aselgor as well, which helps me deal with Flygon a bit better, according to Live. He doesn't like Aselgor though, so it's not terrible versus him. He leads off a Flygon. I think he might be Scarf as well, but I'm just going to HP Ice right here just in case he is not Scarf, just in case he's Defog. I think Scarf will make the most sense on this team. Yeah, as it is Scarf, as expected. But HP Ice is going to hit anything that as it wants to come in, whether it be Aselgor or honestly anything on his team. I can go for Bug Buzz right here if we want a speed tie. We'll be able to knock him out. Also just do a ton of damage to anything, like literally anything on his team. And just getting rid of his own Aselgor means that we keep hazards. But unfortunately he wins the speed tie right there. Nothing I could really do about that, I guess. Would have loved to win that, but I can go out into my Flygon now, and as you can see, we don't have Defog on it. We have Aerial Ace because we're kind of weak to Virizion. Actually, just want to go for this. I don't even want to go for U-turn. I want to get off a little bit of prior damage. It ends up hitting the Venusaur upon switching, which is pretty cool. It does absolutely nothing. Beautiful damage, I would say. I kind of expect him to switch out into Houndoom because the Escavalier switch is so obvious. Either Houndoom or his Aselgor right here. I would take this as an opportunity to go out Aselgor, but I'm going to go out to Escavalier anyway. He doesn't have a switch into Escavalier regardless. Goes for the knockoff, which is pretty much Venusaur's only attack that it could really hit me with. And now something is going to die to this Mega Horn. Aerial Ace Flag on Hunt for Virizion. Yep. Something is going to die to this Mega Horn. He chooses to stay in, but that's not going to be enough as long as I keep hitting. That might actually... Nah, he doesn't have enough. He definitely does not have enough to be able to take this thing on. And again, I can just fire off a Mega Horn again. We are especially defensive as Cavalier, and just keeping Venusaur low helps out my Slowking later. He can attempt to stall me out of all of them, as obviously I miss right there, but I'm going to be hitting whatever else comes in. Like, he doesn't beat me 1v1 with this. I do more damage to him than he does to me, even if I miss them all, which I'm hoping I don't. I'm a little bit annoyed that he's doing this though, but it is what it is. I have to be careful about around Dugtrio too. I think that's what he's trying to do, keep me low for Dougie, because the Scavalier puts in so much work versus his team. We missed another one, unfortunately. Yeah, he really is trying to keep me low enough for Dugtrio, but we are able to hit. What type of narration is this? We miss, but we hit. We miss, but we hit. It's like I'm using Focus Blast. He still doesn't have enough though, as long as I keep hitting, and eventually I'll get a crit as well. And just do enough damage to where he can't recover off anything. So he's going to switch out into Frogadier. Hopefully we hit this, as we are able to land it on the Frogadier upon switching. That easily dies. That crit did not matter at all. Like, at all. It definitely didn't matter. Looks like you miscounted. Oh, Megahorn doesn't have, I think he thinks Megahorn has 8. Megahorn has 16. Either way, Houndoom is going to come out. I'm going to switch directly into my Rhyperior. I think it's honestly the only answer I have to this thing, outside of Scarf Flygon, but I don't want a Dark Pulse right here instead of Fire Blast, because Dark Pulse is definitely a solid play my opponent could go for. As he doubles out on the Dugtrio. That's cute. I say that's cute because Rhyperior does not care. Yeah, I'll get to my rocks right here. I want to pretty much just make it so I can sweep him with an Earthquake. As you can see, that's why I said that was cute, because that does absolutely nothing. And right here, I can safely fire off an Ice Punch. Not only does it knock out Dugtrio, but it also knocks out Flygon if he chooses to go out to that. And Dugtrio being gone means that my Emboar has a bit more leeway when playing around. So not only do we keep up rocks and we prevent his rocks, because that was the only rocker on his team, we get rid of Dugtrio, which could trap my Emboar. But we're going to switch on to a Escavalier, because if he wants to go for Synthesis or Giga Drain, he's not going to be recovering enough. Again, he only has 3 left, and something is about to die. So, especially with rocks up, something dies. Let's keep hitting this, please. It's 16, not 8. I think he was thinking about close combat. But I was going to tell him there, just so he knows. I wasn't going to tell him before. But yeah, Houndoom will die. Aselgar will die, and Flygon will take a hell of a lot, and my Slowking will win from there. So, hopefully we can land this right here, as we are able to prevent spikes from my opponent. Nice, nice, nice. If Houndoom wants to come out, I am sacking my Rhyperior, which is why I kept it alive, just so I have a solid switching. Yeah, as he goes right for the Dark Pulse, as he should. And there's a few plays I can make right here. I think the best play is just going right out to Emboar. I was thinking about going on to Flygon and clicking Earthquake, but then I can invite in his own Flygon. I don't really want to. I'm just going to go right for the Superpower. It knocks out Houndoom. Obviously, we resist both of its stab moves and the potential coverage move it could run. And now I can safely spam Outrage while forcing his Flygon to want to come out. I'm assuming he's going to go for Earthquake here, but if he wants to go for Outrage, either way, my Escavalier tanks the hit. And if he wants to go for U-turn, that does not matter. All he did was take Stealth Rock damage. So he goes for the U-turn. Again, all he did was take Stealth Rock damage, and I am able to hit him with a U-turn again. So he doesn't have enough Synthesis either. 2 more left. 1 more left now. Escavalier, man. I love this mon. I actually love this mon. If I was Choice Bandit, oof. And that should be the end of his Synthesis. Yep. And now what I could do is, what he's trying to do is he's trying to keep me low enough to the point where he can spam Outrage. But I'm not going to allow him. I'm going to go directly into Emboar right here. And I'm just going to click Flare Blitz. And what Flare Blitz does is it actually puts Flygon in range of Scald 100% from my Slowking. So by saving this, he actually doesn't even go Flygon. So he knocks out, I'm able to knock out Venusaur. Not only do we now put it in range of, 1, he's going to hit himself in Confusion. 2, because he is Scarf. We know he's Scarf since he outsped my Selgar. 2, we keep Slowking alive. And I can also just go out into my Escavalier and click Protect. And if this is a 2-turn, he'll hit himself. Oh, he'll start being confused. So, plus he's not going to do crap to me. If I had Knockoff, I'd go for it here. But looks like it wasn't a 2-turn. Unfortunate. Like, I would have went for the Mega Horn there, but I really didn't want to miss. And Iron Head does so much anyway. Now I'll just sack this. My Slowking is physically defensive, and my best play is to just go for the Slack Off here. He's not even going to do half, I'm pretty sure, with his Outrage. But my best play is just to go for Slack Off. As you can see, that was a crit, and the crit did 60%. So we're going to be able to slack this off. Even if he crits again, and my Scald somehow does not manage to burn the Flygon, or kill the Flygon. I'm not burned, I'm not that entitled. I can just switch out and get the regen, and I'll be able to live a crit after. But we're going to be able to knock him out with the Scald right there, and that'll be a good game. So I'm leaning towards Alomomola no ban, because I honestly think the problem is Dugtrio. That's just my opinion, of course. I don't know, I really don't think the issue is Alomomola. I think it's Dugtrio being paired with it, because it gets rid of all the things that could deal with Alomomola. Scary team on my opponent's part. We're going to lead off with Bandit Emboar because it can click Superpower versus anything. Again, it is Choice Bandit. He's going to have to defog away my hazards later, so I'm just going to go right for the Superpower. Choice Band, if he was offensive, this would knock him out. But he looks like he's defensive, as he is going to go for a Stealth Rock. Now, I want to... Don't have a good answer to Jellicent, huh? This is my answer to Jellicent. Why is this my answer to Jellicent? I'm going to double out into Selgar, expecting him to switch out into Jellicent just because I can spike up on it. He does go for Sucker Punch, however, so I will be able to get up a spike. And what this spike does is it forces a defog later, which is what I'm hoping. Phases me out into my Escavalier. Not the best for me, but that's actually not good at all. I don't think he has Fire Punch. I'm just gonna Mega Horn and get off damage. Yeah, he glares me, so maybe Meloetta might be able to beat me. And now he's gonna be able to get off a bit of extra damage too. But we'll Mega Horn as he tries to Dragon Tail. So thankfully we break through. Unfortunately, the Ruskin and Rocky Helmet's going to do a bit of damage, but we do have Protect, so we can take any hit. And also we keep, we do have the Sack and a Selgor on the Camel, and he doesn't have a good switch into Rhyperior. So we're going to Sack a Selgor right here. And my Rhyperior does outspeed max speed Camera Up, so just in case he is that, we do outspeed him after Mega Evolution, unless he Rock Polishes. But what I can do now is go right out into Rhyperior and go right for that Earthquake. We do knock him out after the Spike with our investment. Golbat is his play of choice. Not sure if he's going to Toxic me. I want him to get rid of his Stealth Rock, so I'm going to go for my own Stealth Rock right here in case he does go for Defog, assuming he is a defogging set. And now what I can do is just go right for Rock Blast as he does Defog. So there he is. He got rid of his own Stealth Rock for me, which I don't mind at all. And this Rock Blast is going to do a ton, depending on how many hits we can get. 3 hits is not bad at all. And I can proceed to go for the Earthquake right here on his Roost, because it's kind of obvious. He loses his Flying type, and Earthquake is going to be able to knock him out. So not only can I get up Rocks again, but he got rid of Rocks from me, and my Rhyperior is still alive. The Jellicent is going to come out. It's a threat. It's a huge threat, good lord. Where's my answer? We're going to go Slowking. Oh, thank God he's offensive. Okay, alright. Threat averted. We can Thunder Wave this thing. Oh, he's offensive with Hydro Pump? No. No, that does not make it easier for me to deal with. He's just offensive Hydro Pump over Skull. I thought it meant he was like more. Actually, maybe he might be offensive. Yeah, we're gonna go out into our Embo right here. We're gonna risk it on the recover as he goes right for Hydro Pump. So now we're in a bad situation, kind of. I feel like if I go Flygon, I can maybe 2-hit KO him with the Outrage, even despite the burn. I mean, it's the only play I have to go for. As he goes right for the Will-O-Wisp. So I think Outrage can 2-hit KO him from there, and I'm really hoping for that because Jellicent is such a huge threat. He should have actually saved Jellicent because it could clear off the damage. And the thing is that Slowking can 1v1 the rest of my opponent's team. Meloetta comes out, which I do not mind. I'll be able to go for Outrage and get off a bit of chip damage and put it in range of the Pursuit. As he is able to go right for Shadow Ball. Knocking me out with the burn damage, but I can now go out to Escavalier. I am Spadef, and I'm going right for Pursuit because I need to get rid of this potentially Spexmon. So goodbye to Meloetta, and now Slowking plus Rhyperior wins the game. And that was the plan all along. Not really, but it is what it is. Yeah, we're just Iron Head here. Doesn't even knock me out. Nice. No, never mind. No chip. So now if he's max defense and he lives the Earthquake somehow. Nah, but I can now go out to Rhyperior and just click the Earthquake, knocking him out. And the thing is, Hitmonlee, while it does kill Rhyperior with, if it's Scarf, 1, we deal with it. 2, if it's Life Orb, it doesn't knock out Slowking with knockoff. Looks like he's the Unburden set too. So Unburden Reversal? Maybe he's not Reversal. Yeah, it goes right for the high jump kick. I just want to calc. Did I already show you guys that the Dropper Draco hoodies were available? I think I did. But I want to calc Psyshock, Slowking, you defensive. I don't know if that's our set, but I'm pretty sure it kills, like 100%. Where's my Psyshock? Who the hell runs Dragon Tail? Stop it. Yeah, 100% kills. Okay, just making sure. Just making sure. Because I'm definitely living his knockoff, even if he crits me. But, see? As you can see, I told you. You crit me right there. And we're going to be able to knock him out with the Psyshock and get the W. Nice, nice, nice. Good game. Nice. So again, the point of this ladder, I'll actually leave a thread down below. I do want to know your thoughts on Alomomola. Obviously, I like this ladder now because before we got to ladder with Alomomola, getting a feel if you obviously did not have for how it affects the tier, and now you get to play a tier without it. And I like this team. Definitely doesn't have hazard control, but when you pressure your opponent with hazards, they get rid of the mons for you. We have a scary matchup right here, but he does not beat Rhyperior at all. Like, Rhyperior destroys this guy. I'm actually just going to lead off with it. Alternatively, maybe fly on. No, I like a Rhyperior because if it is Sash Arrow lead, I can Rock Blast it. I hope his Dugtrio tries to trap me. One does not simply trap Rhyperior with Dugtrio. Oh. We're just going to Ice Punch here because it hits Xatu as well if he tries to switch out to that, which he should have. Yep. That did 10 million. I do not want to be Grass Knotted. He's going to switch out into a Selgor on his Grass Knot or Psychic, either way we take it. Come on, don't do this to me, buddy. Let's just attempt to Bug Buds because we kind of get a kill. Not really, but we do damage. Actually, HP Ice might be the better play because it hits everything harder. Yeah, we're going to go for HP Ice because it hits Aerodactyl for a 2-hit KO. It also hits Rotom for a bit harder. Nice. And we even got a crit on it. Beautiful. Kind of want to Spike Up. I'm going to attempt to Spike Up right here. Just because that breaks a potential Sash on Dugtrio. Also limits, it also limits what Jolteon can do. Yeah, I like that. I actually just want to weaken this too, to be honest. Selgor's still very, very useful. Because he's so Pain Split, I think he's burnt. He's a burn variant, like a Will-O-Wisp variant. But either way, Escavalier is still just the best play, as he actually goes for Thunder Wave, not Will-O-Wisp. So now what I can do is go for the Pursuit. He doesn't have Hex. I would definitely have Hex if I was my opponent. But Pursuit should be able to knock him out. Obviously, we're taking these Shadow Balls ridiculously well because we do have Spadef investment. I can actually take the next hit if I Protect up as well because I did get full parrot, so I'm actually going to attempt to go for Protect right here. Nope, there's 3 full pairs in a row as he is able to knock us out. You know what? Show me your Dragon Resist. I think his Dragon Resist is Copycat Liepard. Like, he actually loses a Pokemon to this. Yeah, I'm going right for the Outrage. It's time. You do not have a Dragon Resist on your team, and Flygon smacks you. My game plan of winning was trying to clean up for Scarf Flygon, but the thing is, by me going out, there it is, the Dragon Resist. You gonna Sucker Punch me? Memento? Nope, you're just gonna die. Okay, nice. Break its Focus Sash because potential Focus Sash because of that. Again, the game plan was get up a Hazard and just win with Flygon, but I mean, Rhyperior also was just another Pokemon that, like, he had nothing for if it came out. If it ever came out, he had nothing for it. So, I could always just click Rock Blast. Jolteon comes out. I'm not sure if it actually lives this Outrage. Is it Detect Toxic one? Why do people run Detect over Protect? He's not even an Orb. Bro, Protect has more HP. We're going to go Rhyperior because even if he goes for Hidden Power Ice here, it's not going to do crap. Look at that. That's Life Orb too. So the term eating it up comes to mind. And we can go right for Rock Blast and pick up our KO. Knocks out Xatu, knock out Arrow. In theory, it knocked out Xatu. I'm not too worried about Arrow. I'm just going to go for Rock Blast again. Because this guy is confused, right? So I don't think he has Grass Knot. It's a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. Yeah, we're going to Rock Blast again. Yeah, there's a Psychic. Snapped out of a hit. It's just one. You just had to throw one rock at him, bro. One rock is all you need. And the reason I'm not going for Ice Punch is because if he roosts, it'll do less. But I'll go for Ice Punch now because he obviously isn't roosting. He's really adamant about confusing me. Thankfully, we break through. We're able to get rid of Xatu. Nice. And we still keep this thing at a substantial amount of health. You know what I can lose to? Copycat Liepard. I think if he goes Liepard, I have to go hard into Emboar. He goes Aerodactyl though, so I'm not gonna bother, and I'm just gonna go Rock Blast. Home Claws. He doesn't beat me with Aqua Tail. He doesn't even kill me with Aqua Tail. Earthquake isn't gonna do too much. That's Life Orb too. Yep, knew it. It's one rock, bro. Thank you. All right, so he managed to actually hit this rock time. He got 2 hits, but I don't think it matters. My best play is just going for Earthquake, just in case he tries to roost, because Life Orb would have knocked him out anyway. But the dude ends up forfeiting. Basically, what would have happened was I would have just been able to go out into my Scarf Flygon and click Earthquake twice and win the game. Even if it boosted Liepard, it would have to flinch me with Dark Pulses, and if it Copycat Dark Pulses, somehow it lived. By the way, it has to live. I have to get fully confused. I have to get a 2-turn outrage, get confused, and I went for earthquake anyway, so there's no chance that was happening. Yeah, I had the game won, pretty much is what I'm saying. So let's look for another one. Again, this is the second ladder. Are you suspect test ladder? The point is to get. Ooh, I like my opponent's team. It has all the Pokemon that I wish had better abilities. This dude has the pursuit trapping crap. I like it. I'm getting up my hazards. He has the pursuit trapping Yamaskophagus spreading the disease type crap. I'm not touching you though. You have these stealth rock. If he has Toxic Spice, this is actually annoying too. The thing is, yeah, stop it. I haven't seen this since like ever, since like 5th gen. Yeah, I need hazards up. Regigigas is too bulky. Urza Scarlet. Oh, nice fairy too. I remember that name. Back when I used to enjoy that anime / manga. I think the reason I enjoyed it is because unlike One Piece, well, I love One Piece by the way, but unlike One Piece, they get just straight to the point. They just start fighting. But I love One Piece and I love the plot, the character crap. I don't know the correct terms. How they grow, character development. That's the correct term, I believe. I love all that stuff. And sometimes when I'm in the bath, I like to pretend I'm a pirate. Just kidding. No, I take showers. I am a man. No. Don't be toxic spiking me. Whatever. Hey, hey, hey! That is not okay. That is not okay. I'm going for another one. Yeah. Screw you. That man gonna hex my entire life. I don't have a kill for this. Like, I don't have a counter. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and get predicted. Tasha's HP ice. That did 2. Eject button! No. Where are you going? Okay, actually that's not bad because it doesn't have an item. Like it doesn't have leftovers. I think with leftovers recovery, since as you could tell, it would have recovered this with 3 turns of leftovers. It would have been harder to beat. But where the hell you going, buddy? You didn't pass your disease yet. He didn't pass his mummy because I didn't touch you. Because what happens is, if you touch him with a physical hit, you get mummy, right? You spread the disease, and then Slacking comes out and clicks pursuit on you, keeps mummy, and then it's able to switch up its moves, pretty much. I wonder if he's Mega Clearly. This is really cool. It's a cool concept. It's very gimmicky, but it's fun if you can get it off. That man was thinking hard. Your mask. What are you gonna do? He's trying to eject again. I'm not touching you. I'm getting up my last spike. Stop. The baby. No. No. Wait. If I HP ice it, it has to get out of here though. Right? Right? Eject button if I'm not mistaken. No, he has a Violite too. This is not how the strategy works. You will not do this to me, Urza. Please. 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 Lucy. I remember that from the anime. Come on. Come on. You know what I've been watching again? One Punch Man. I love One Punch Man. I always loved the manga. It was hilarious. Oh my god. And the anime was pretty good too to it as well. I'm actually watching the English version now too. I've already watched the Japanese, obviously. The sub. Or the excuse me, not the sub. Yeah, the sub when it came out, obviously. But I also watched the what's it called? I'm also watching the dub just because it's also kind of funny. I don't really care. Can this guy stop protecting? Isn't it better to let me attack you? That man really is trying to spread the disease. Does he have Defog and Archeops? I hope he's not Defog Archeops. Archeops is actually a really big threat too, especially if it's like special attacking. If you guys didn't know, Archeops has an amazing move pool. It actually has an amazing move pool, and it's really hindered by its ability. The main reason I'm spamming HP Ice, besides it being the best attack I have, is also because it hits Archeops if he plans to go to it. It's mainly just for that. Like, this dude needs to stop. Just let me do my damage to your opponent. What if there was Trick Room too? His Slacking's carrying the Iron Orb, Iron Ball, whatever. I say Iron Ball Orb. Call me Dialga. Stop protecting. Thank you. Ah, alright. Nice 19. Nice 19. Nice 19. No. He got me. That man got me. So what the hell do I go into to kill this? I definitely don't... we're doing it. The main reason I'm going out to Embor is because he can't click Pursuit with slacking. He cannot click Pursuit with slacking. Also, Flare Blitz gets a kill. But he can't click the Pursuit. He actually has to attack, which means I can go out into a Scavalier and Protect the Scavalier destroys him. But yeah. Just saying. Just so you know. I don't want to go Rhyperior ever, because it's my main way of dealing with these just in case they get out of hand. If Regigigas does manage to get rid of his slow start, which it very well can pretty easily, I don't want your mummy disease. Which it very well can very easily. I do not want Rhyperior to be weakened, because Rhyperior is like the muscle, the tank that I'm going to have to be able to deal with slacking, to be able to deal with Regigigas, to be able to deal with Archon. So this monster comes out. Now I kind of have to go out into Rhyperior. God, I didn't want to. But he's going to go for Acrobatics, so I really hope he's not Earth Power. But I was never going to go Rhyperior if he brought out Regigigas and he brought out Slacking. But basically he was trying to touch me, knock me out, get my mummy so he doesn't keep the Fetus and be in a good position. But I can click Rock Blast here. He does go for Knockoff, so hopefully we do connect with this Rhyperior. I know you want to. And I can knock him out. There's a Citrus, and we're able to knock him out. I have Citrus. But we're able to knock out that. And that means maybe I can spam Earthquake later. I'm still keeping Rhyperior alive. I wish I had Toxic Spikes of my own. He should go Glalie here. Goes Regigigas. But you're slow. Yeah, we're just going to Earthquake this thing. This thing is a monster. It's a monster. It's also faster than me still. But thankfully its attack is like extremely low right now. And it's also Life Orb. Ooh. Alright, so I'm gonna go for the Stealth Rock just in case I'm able to get them up somehow. Okay, I know this thing is so bulky, but there's no way at 22% it takes an Earthquake, a stab Earthquake from Flygon. Flygon, if you don't knock this thing out, I'm getting you off my UCL team, for real. You're not going to be on my UCL team ever. Nah, I need this thing for Defog. You might be wondering, why the hell am I not running Defog? Virizion could be more of a threat if it's SD, because it can power through pretty much everything. Even Calm Mind could be an issue. Calm Mind less of an issue, but SD is definitely a problem. We need some speed control and something just to reliably deal with that. It's just a good answer to it. Also, Regigigas dies to Spikes, so I'm not sure what he's thinking about. And I think Escavalier beats everything left. Why is this the longest game? But by far, like, the most gimmicky team. I love Regigigas, though. I've always had some love for this thing. It's so bulky. I really wish it got Rest and Sleep Talk, like combined, both of them. Because then I just wall things with Toxic Spikes up. I can understand why this dude is doing this though. Urza, hurry up, friend. Just letting you know. Thank you for listening. Appreciate that. All right, the Glalie comes out as it should. What is expendable at this point? Embor still just Oko's Clefairy, so I'm keeping that. There's no reason not to go out into this. He's 100% going for an ice move, and we knock it out with Iron Head after the spikes anyway. He needs to have HP Fire to actually even do damage, or freeze me with this Freeze Dry right here. I did not freeze great. I can see my leftovers at the end of the turn. I can still see the light, and we can go right for the Iron Head. Whether it be Clefairy that comes out, or he sacks this, or Slacking, that man going for flinches. That man's getting the flinches. Hold up, calm down. Calm down. This thing is prone to getting flinched and full parried. Oh my god, it actually is. No. No. I'm not protecting because I don't want to reveal it because I want to make it Slowking die. Thankfully, we are able... Slacking die. Thankfully, we are able to pull through with just enough HP to still be able to protect versus Slacking. Your Faggot says he's going to come out. Definitely going out to Embor. Keeping a Escavalier alive because I can protect versus that thing. And plus we absorb the Will-O-Wisp, and we'll be taking the poison damage as well. So I kind of hope he has Protect as well on this thing. That wouldn't be the right play, but yeah. Because at the end of the day, slacking doesn't have recovery, right? So I can go for U-turn with Flygon. I can get a little bit of chip damage off. My Slowking should be able to hit a hit, one hit from slacking. It's just funny saying their names. I'm sorry. I'm enjoying myself. Also, I don't think I'll take enough from the Reckless Flare Blitz recoil. Am I Reckless? Yes. I mean, I should be Reckless, but I'm just making sure I have it. And you might be wondering why the hell I have Heavy Slam. Sleep Talk is also a viable option on this thing, though Escavalier deals with Venusaur. Sucker Punch is also an option. Fire Punch is also an option if you don't want to deal with this. But I have Heavy Slam just because it just gives me the KO versus Diancie. Like 100%. Diancie does take a hit. So obviously he's able to give us that mummy. I'm not going to allow him to... because Pursuit doesn't kill me. He definitely has Pursuit on slacking. Should I actually allow him to touch me? If he goes for Pursuit right here, that man's a genius. I think that's his only play too. Does he have to go for Pursuit? I feel like he has to go for Pursuit. Because I'm definitely not staying in versus his slacking. But he might know that I'm like staying in is like the worst possible play for me. So he might actually go for that Pursuit. Or she, sorry, Urza. So slacking comes out. It takes a bunch. I'm just going to swap. I don't care if you have Pursuit. Go for it. You ain't going for it. You ain't real. Yeah, that's how I knew it. Yeah, nice. Good lord. It's Life Orb too? Okay, that makes it easier to deal with. Also the fact that it can't attack this turn. I could Thunder Wave it, but there's no point. Because I win 100% anyway. And I even get a crit on top of that. He goes down to one more hit. And I'm going to beat him down with Emboar after he knocks me out. Such a cool mon hindered by its ability, man. This and Regigigas. Archeops too. Archeops has one of the best move pools I've ever seen. I love its moves. I might draft that in the UCL one year. Maybe. It's so cool. But basically my opponent loses, so I'm going to look for another game. There's no point in staying in this game. Yeah, Night Slash knocks me out. What should I kill this guy with? I said Emboar already. I'm going Emboar. You're going to struggle. Yeah. Catch this Heavy Slam. It's 40 base power, but it doesn't matter. You're at 7, and it's Choice Band, and you're going to die. Emboar able to get the final kill right there. And we're going to look for one more game. We're at 32 minutes. That last game took a little while. Really, I like my opponent's team because it really, I think, shows what the meta will be like with Alomomola gone. I think this is just a really solid example. But I'm going to lead off Selgor because it can get up hazards versus everything, as leads off with Jolteon. I do get up a Spike, and that's very important for breaking... Well, if it is Scarf, Metacham, this dude's team is grounded, if you guys can't tell. His entire team is grounded. So my game plan is just make it so I win with the Earthquake, right? Because Earthquake easily wins. Is that Belt? Either way, I don't see any problem going out into a Escavalier. He doesn't actually have a switch into this Mon. He does double out into Diancie. Beautiful. I predict that immaculate. I did not predict that at all. But Ironhead knocks it out, and that is the important part. Also, nothing on his team can deal with this Pokemon at all. Metacham, the one Mon that could probably hurt it a lot, I have Protect for. So Venusaur comes out. I don't know if he has Knockoff. He definitely doesn't have... That is offensive, too. HP Fire would not knock me out anyway. That could be offensive. That did a lot. Oh, no. Yeah, Knockoff is his only play of choice. Yeah, I'm just going to be able to Mega Horn this guy. It's going to be rinse repeat of last time. Yeah. I'm tired of this. Stop it. Like, they're not able to beat me 1v1 at all. They don't have answers to this. Escavalier is just so good of a Pokemon, especially the offense. Like, finally. Okay, so we skip a couple turns. I'll take that. He wasn't going to be able to beat me 1v1 if I hit anyway, and his his plan was me missing, so he did not have an answer. I think he's going to go Metacham here, or Dugtrio and die to Ironhead. That works too. He definitely doesn't knock me out. Yeah. Even if he was banded, and we're going to be able to knock him out with the Ironhead, and you know what, that also frees up my Escavalier, and he just forced it, so we'll look for another one just because that was very, very, very quick. But, Trick Room. Trick Room with, Arrow. Annoying Trick Room too. Slowking is annoying, but, I mean, yeah, Slowking is annoying, but so is Camel. Huh. I actually just want to lead off with a Cellgore because we do get up a spike. And I think hazards are very important when facing Trick Room. Ridiculously important even. Also, he's not going to be able to do much to my... He tricks me. Doesn't affect the Cellgore. What the hell were you trying to trick? Oh, Sticky Hold. Hey, I'm top 5. Wait. Show me your answer to Bug Buzz now. That's amazing. Maybe it was a Macho Brace or Iron Ball or something. But now we know he's holding him out and it's more than likely not leftovers. So I can get off. I'll let him know. Sticky Hold. I forgot that was even my ability. But he might be choiced in some sort of way. And Camel's not going to appreciate this. This is Life Orb hit. Yeah. You didn't appreciate that. You're lying if you told me you appreciated that. I don't want him to be Defog Arrow, so I want to keep this thing alive. I like Slowking as a play because he doesn't have a good water resist outside of his own Slowking, which I can burn. And he's definitely going for a fire move here because Earth Power does not knock me out. Goes for Stone Edge, which is odd. But I guess that's his play of choice versus Fletchender. But you can run Ancient Power as well, which does the same thing. So we're going to throw off a Scald right here as Aromatisse is going to come out. And what Aromatisse does is it actually invites in my Escavalier. And if you guys didn't notice... which is fine because I didn't necessarily mention it, but if you guys didn't notice, his entire team, especially with the fact that Camerupt is so weak and hates Escavalier. And this is the thing that I was talking about in the discussion video. Basically, Aromatisse doesn't have what Alomomola has, which is Regenerators. So Aromatisse has to decide, does it heal itself or does it heal its partner? And if it goes for Protect here, its partner isn't healed. And if he does go out to Rhyperior or Camerupt, it wouldn't be taking this hit too well. Are you Fire Punch? I'm going to Flygon. I don't want to risk Fire Punch. I think it'd be Banded Earthquake if anything. I don't also want to risk an Ice Punch, so I'm going to go for U-Turn. This also covers a potential Bronzong switch, as well as an Aerodactyl switch that my opponent can make. I think he's Banded as well. He does make the Aerodactyl play. Okay. And what I can do is go right back out into a Escavalier. And again, just click the Iron Head. Even Fire Fang from Aerodactyl wouldn't be able to knock me out, even if it was Life Orb. I'm thinking he might be Defog anyway. Or Rocks. But either way, Iron Head will be able to pick up a kill right here. And because he's also Trick Room, my Scav... The man went for a Whirlwind? Alright, well he died. That Aerodactyl went for a Whirlwind. Unless he's like Iron Ball Aerodactyl? No, he had to be going for a Whirlwind right there. What are these games? I'm just trying to end this live on a good game. We're going to look for one more. Win or lose, that will be the final game of this live. My opponent's Defogger is potentially Swallow. Hazard is very good. I like Spikes versus him, even though the majority of his team, 3 of them are Levitating. But like, look at Spikes plus Emboar. Emboar destroys him. Another Pokemon that destroys him, same thing as last live, would be Escavalier. Doesn't have good switch-ins to it. I gotta be careful about Bayonet because of priority, obviously, but he will get up a Spike versus this Bronzong. He just protects, so just giving me an opportunity to get up as many Spikes as possible. Also, if I had Encore, I do not agree with Protect at all. If I had Encore, that was definitely like the... I could do it right now, so... Toxics me. That's okay. I'm literally getting up all 3 layers of Spike, and then I'm going out to Escavalier and clicking Mega Horn 3 times. So... Rocks are up. Definitely cannot touch my Escavalier, so I'm going hard into it right now. No problem. No reason not to. Also, Cellgore still outspeeds his entire team, and I can knock out Rotom with the Bug Buzz. I'll do a lot to his Swallow with the Gyro Ball, and he does not have a switch into this. So as you can see his entire moveset, I'm actually just going to go for the Iron Head because it can hit... I don't even have to go for Iron Head, but it hits Bayonet if he wants to go out to that. Nothing else on the team, or even Swallow, nothing else on his team takes a Mega Horn, so I kind of expect him to go to one of those 2 resistances. As you can see, it was Swallow right there, and this is going to do a lot. I don't see a Flame War. I'm just going to Protect and Scout. I'm assuming he might be Specs Heat Wave. Either way, Rhyperior is going to be my play of choice anyway. But yeah, there's Rhyperior, there's the Heat Wave. So again, Rhyperior is my play of choice. I don't necessarily need it this game because Rotom still can't Volt Switch because I do have Flygon. And again, Escavalier is the Pokemon that's just winning me this game. So we'll be able to go out to Rhyperior and get up our Stealth Rock, which kills Swallow. He could have the HP Grass if he's Life Orb. There's a Burn. A Burn is a little bit annoying. Potentially Curse Cradilly could be annoying, but I do have Banded Superpower and Iron Head. and yeah, I should be able to deal with it. So we're gonna get my rocks right here and knock out the Swellow upon switching, as he is gonna go out to Cradilly. Also, we just got rid of his potential only defogger. So don't know if he's cursed, Cradilly, and I don't want him to be. I'm going right out to Emboar. I guess he could Earth Power if he has it, but I kind of feel like this would be cursed because his Stealth Rocker was Bronzong. Also, Giga Drain is a very likely play on my opponent's part, so I'm going to go out to Emboar because I can't let him curse up if he has curse. As he stockpiles up, same thing. Same thing, a little bit worse, but same thing. And Banded Superpower is the only play. This thing is a threat. This thing, I actually have to, like, no matter what the Pokemon is, I have to go and attack it. So thankfully, we were able to knock out Cradilly. I think that was the biggest threat. And now what's going to happen is Hazards are just going to play their role, and my opponent's going to forfeit. You know what? I'm just going to end it there. I'm trying to get like a better game at the end, but I mean, I'm still a little bit low on the ladder. Let's check where our Koyo is. RU suspect test. We are 1492, 9 and 0. We need 2700 coil if I'm not mistaken. So I'll definitely be showing you guys the rest of my run as I keep going. But I hope you guys all enjoyed, learned a little bit of something. Feel free to check out the Drop of Draco hoodies and shirts. Again, they're only available until Monday. Follow me on Twitter, leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, friends. Cue the outro.